we're into a new one here, and we've got Sitaux. I've got him in the blue.
Yeah,
playing
that's
as
fine.
the Wu, and then Capoch as the Persians.
Yeah, so I think coming into this, everyone who's paying close attention to the scene will feel like this is going to be a good tournament for Sitaux. I think he had a good run last King of the Desert. Really good aggressive style for a map like Arabia. But Capoch he tends to go up a notch or two when it comes time for tournaments. His style is really hard to break, and he is playing as the Persians, which is one of the toughest civs to kill off here. So I have Sitaux as the favorite, but hopefully Capoch can send it today.
Yeah, I was looking at this set. It should be the closest one of the day, like on paper.
Yeah.
Anyway, but like you said, Sitaux is a killer. I think, was it last King of the Desert? He 3-0'd Leary. Did he sweep Leary last time?
I think he beat Leary in the quarters and then lost to MBL in the semis.
Yeah.
That was the tournament where MBL had like one of the most ridiculous lanes ever. He looped around the whole map with one elephant or something.
Yes.
So yeah, I think that was it. But yeah, Capoch, I know I want to see a forward. I know I want to see the craziness. But if there's one thing that he really does well these days, it's just wall. He doesn't take any risks he doesn't take any risks at all. He likes to wall. So I'm looking at this map, and with Capoch, I think he's probably gonna wall big time and just try and keep that eco lead as the Persians.
How do you attempt to wall this? Because his golds are pretty far forward.
Yeah.
The second one, like the one in the middle of the map, is just, you're never getting that. Then he's got his forward gold, which he kind of has to build in front of. But if you build in front of that, that means you have to build big walls to kind of like the northeast side, and then more around the TC. So I could see him walling up the wood lines and the stone potentially, but the gold's still an issue.
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing is you don't really need the gold with Persians right away. If you're, I don't know, Britons or some other civ, you might be relying on the gold early.
He wants to wall it based on that house. Like, he wants to wall that. And one thing that has been really prevalent, at least I've noticed, is the men-at-arms play has been seeing a lot of action. And Persians have gone for men-at-arms multiple times already. So he might want to attempt something like that. And if that's the case, he needs that gold.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that you're always going to have to think about. And I'm glad we brought it up because the two houses there kind of signify that that's on his mind. But I just feel like at the same time that Capoch, in order to beat someone like Sitaux, is going to need to play a bit open and aggressive at times too. So we'll see. He's going to gold right now. It almost feels like he's going to plan on archers, maybe just expecting that the man-at-arms are going to come from the Wu, which is pretty common. And Barracks is going up for Sitaux, and Sitaux will probably do that. So archer opening for Persians, not bad.
What's your general thoughts on the map design so far for King of the Desert?
I like it. I like it a lot. I think I was saying the other day that I think as a community, maybe things have gone a little bit too far over the years to make things fair. And by that I mean we've compromised some of the openness of maps because of complaints, right? Like someone's like, "Oh, I have a bad map and he's a good map." And so like over time, over generation and generation and generation of a map, what happens is that every map is super wallable. There's not any punishing hills, and it's like, dude, Arabia, you'd play Arabia because things would die. Because every single age things would happen. So it's been a good mix. We have the defensive generations and we also have the aggressive ones. So so far, I like it.
I like the variation too. I like the fact that you can sometimes get the single mouflons around the base. Sometimes you have a 3-patch of deer. Sometimes you have a 4-patch. And then you have the 5 or 7 relics.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting, right? Like Sebastian saw 7 relics earlier and got them in by minute 30.
Yeah.
Like all 7 of them, right? And he just kind of pumped out units from that point forward. But here come the militia from Sitaux. Capoch hasn't walled that off yet. And he still hasn't gone for any pre-walls. He's going to see the militia over there, and he's just going to let it happen.
I think that's so funny. So he sees the Vils. You could try and kill the Vils, but players are good these days, and it's a risk. So he hits the Vil and says nope, and just immediately goes to a house, because these days there's no armor on the houses. and the houses will actually get value. And also, you're expecting that other things will change for Capoch. Like, he might wall more than he would normally because of the potential of the militia. So that's makes me laugh, but it is really efficient. And this is also something that Sitaux started. The two militia drush, the frush, was a Sitaux thing when that came to be a couple years ago, I think.
What do you think about, okay, this is something I've been kind of considering as the spearman now comes out, drives the scout away, and the archer range is going up. Shouldn't be any damage here from Sitaux. He might transition into men-at-arms, which could be nice, actually, healing men-at-arms. But what do you think about going for like 2 militia forward and sending a villager and then laming the berries early? Because people usually don't go out for that mill until they're already like in feudal age.
Yeah.
If the berries are exposed.
I mean, maybe you just send the villager even for a forward range. I actually think if you have a civ like Persians, actually, a civ that you're going to be on knights in Castle Age, but you want to go man-at-arms and make a couple archers, that's where I like a forward vill, because then your range can be forgotten later. You could build the range, you could do something with it, you can harass. But yeah, I think having a forward vill is more of a style thing. Maybe someone like Vivi would do it. Bit lower ranks. I think he isn't even in the tournament, but like Dudaju, for example, that dude's a menace. So I like it. But at this level, it's like, does anyone want to take that risk to send a vill forward? Usually no.
Good transition in the men-at-arms here from Sitaux. Capoch is going to have to keep the archers at home for the time being, and this is the main purpose of going militia into men-at-arms, is you keep the army at home from your opponent.
Yeah,
so
notice
Sitaux has time to wall up, and he's doing exactly that.
This is a really confident opening from Sitaux. He's not actually planning on the follow-up being the key here. He just wants to prevent Capoch from walling, because Capoch is so well known for it, and he has greeded a little bit. He went for Horse Collar for all of his farms. He's going to just go for a healthy eco. And with the Woo, your infantry regenerates. So typically you've got a little bit of chip damage. You weaken one man-at-arm. When it comes back, you focus it down again. With the Woo, you can't do that. So players have to stay at home a lot longer against the Civ.
And Capoch finally feels like he might be able to come forward, and that's exactly when the men-at-arms come back here. And then Sitaux just sneaks right past the TC. So the archers have to come back again.
Yep.
It's really, really well played from Sitaux, and those men-at-arms are all healed up from before. And he's just going to run around. He just wants to buy time. That's it.
At the same time, it's also a pretty good situation for Capoch. He also went for the eco upgrades. You wouldn't normally see Horse Collar. I like this Vill if he can get that wall down. Yeah, this is really nice. He gets the army trapped. And the skirms that Sitaux is going for right now haven't moved out. It's not like they can get here to kill the archers, so it's a pretty close game.
Yeah, and you've got the Persian buff, right? You're going to have more villagers. You had the extra starting res, so your eco should be theoretically a little bit better than your opponents. And Capoch managed to sneak in a Horse Collar with an archer build, so it's actually quite solid. He's hunting down the infantry, he's hunting down the scout. He can finally move forward, but Sitaux knows that he's got at least another minute before he's under threat. So just more skirms should be fine. He's got Horse Collar. Eco's looking solid. The gold is a little bit risky there, but with the skirms, he should be able to secure that.
Yeah, and you force your opponent into skirms when you go archers as the Persians, and then that opens an opportunity for knights, which is exactly where the Persians want to be. But I think the key right now for Capoch is the scouting. He almost lost his scout there. Sitaux saved his scout, but he needs to know how many skirms are there, and if there's upgrades. And you really don't know. When you see that flag, that could be 1 or that could be 10. So the right move for Capoch, based on what we can see, keep the archers at home and chill. But he didn't see anything, and he also hasn't encountered anything for a while. Normally the follow-up happens right away. And oh, dude, he's running right into a big ball of skirms.
He's going to see him from a ways away.
What?
And he'll pull those back. Sitaux is going to hunt that down. He can't really get back here without deleting the house. And if you delete the house, it kind of opens up your base and opens some risks.
Yeah.
So he's just going to run around and might go all the way around to the other side. Still decent situation for both players, honestly. It's not really advantage for one or the other.
I mean, the amount of times I've been in that exact scenario and I've run headfirst into a ball of skirms is too many to count.
Yeah.
So Capoch is really grateful that he was able to somehow get out of here, because that could have been really bad.
I love the idea of using the scout as well. Instead of like tracking that army because you know where it is or fighting the skirms, he's just using it to scout the map.
I don't...
With the 7 relics now, it could actually be useful to scout this early.
It might not be that big a deal, but I don't like Capoch just relocating his whole wood line just because the skirm showed up for half a second. Like, another wood line's not bad, but he did not need to pull 12 vills there. But
the little things you focus on when nothing's happening.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it's like...
At the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I mean, his eco is really imbalanced right now. He's got 20 on wood, so you have to consistently add farms. And he's going to add the scouts, which makes sense against the skirms. But Sitaux will see that, and Sitaux's had the time to add in a couple spears behind, and Sitaux's eco is going to be somewhat safe. At the same time, also, when Sitaux's under no current pressure, he is towering at home. So both players, with some minor decisions, they're not bad. Not a big deal, but just showing
Towering
the importance.
And sending one villager out to gather stone. And early wheelbarrow. Well, I guess not that early, but usually players click up to Castle Age before they go wheelbarrow nowadays. Still, it's a lot of farms for Sitaux, so it's probably worth it. 18 farms.
That tower is going to look really damn good if he loses this fight. I thought it was going to be a full wall type of game, but we're seeing forging now for Capoch. He'll make more and more scouts, and he's going to look to push this back. Another mill in the back as he adds more farms. But yeah, micro is going to be huge here.
Double wheelbarrow for both in Feudal Age, which was like the 2015 strat, right?
Yep.
You don't see it that often anymore. Armor even coming in for Capoch. Okay, really wants to take this fight. Those 4 spearmen are going to be dangerous because the skirms will hang out in front to keep the archers away. And then the spearmen come in once the scouts come in closer. Capoch is leaving.
Ooh, this is cool.
That tower might end up looking real good, Tristan.
Yeah, this is really interesting because now Sitaux doesn't have an easy way of tracking that.
And he's going to get nervous.
Yeah.
Sitaux's going to be like, hang on a second. Where are the archers?
This is I don't know if it'll work, but obviously great recognition from Capoch. This army from Sitaux doesn't deny anything of importance right now. So counterattacking is awesome. It's not like Sitaux can punish you. And Sitaux...
I love how Capoch keeps like 3 archers back there. He's like, you gotta keep them interested. And
yeah.
Sitaux sees that, he's like, oh god, I only saw 3.
But it's awfully quiet. You're really uncertain.
Yeah,
like, is he on this hill? Is he at your base? It's actually unlucky for Capoch. It looks like 2 of these vills on the stone might be able to get back. Okay, that guy won't. So he'll die. But in the end, the tower was huge, dude. Without the tower, he would have been in big trouble there.
He would have been dead.
Yeah.
dead. Oh, man. Okay, so good play from both. Wheelbarrow now coming in for Capoch. He's at 49 vills versus 39, but Castle Age is almost in from Sitaux. And Sitaux is finding a good angle to trap these archers in. The scouts will push the skirms away. He's going to wait for Castle Age to come in. Oh, there's a lot of positioning in this game so far. Not so many kills.
I think
a lot of threat.
Capoch needs to have some patience here. He's going to see Castle Age come in from Sitaux. Sitaux's #1 priority will be killing all of this army. You can use mobility to keep most of this army alive, but I think if you try and force the issue and you get surrounded, that could be a problem. So let's see. Second TC is actually not going up on the original wood line for Sitaux. He's going to build it forward, which is an interesting decision. He just places a couple houses. Capoch has to know.
This is dangerous. Got to get those skirms over there. It's dangerous for both. Capoch doesn't want to dive, but Sitaux doesn't want to leave that army alone. And
yeah, you can use the scouts now. The scouts just act as a bit of a buffer for those archers to loop around.
Oh, he's getting bloodlines. He wants to wait 50 seconds before taking this.
Yeah, and 90 seconds away from Castle Age for Capoch. Sitaux, I like it. He's just going to dive. He's going to get in close. He's going to let the scouts engage, and he'll have Elite Skirm and Bodkin, so he's hoping the Spearman with armor will be enough. Capoch takes the fight. He doesn't run with really anything. And yeah, he gets completely cleared up. That was not a good fight for Capoch.
Yeah, you could have saved the archers. I think if you engage with the scouts there, he does manage to save a few. Sitaux is going to hunt that all the way back. He has bought himself enough time to get to Castle Age. He does have Wheelbarrow with 25 farms and 3 stables.
Yeah.
Completed with already full feudal cavalry upgrades. So he will be able to make a significant amount of knights.
And
the John Swordsman won't be that great against that. Neither will the skirms, but still.
He did kill most of the spears there. So I was kind of looking at it in the normal thinking of you want to save your archers at all costs. But again, if you're going to go knights, I guess killing the spears is kind of worth it. And yeah, 3 stable knights is a bit more than Capoch, or that Sitaux would expect. And 2nd TC, 3rd TC for Capoch. So crazy eco.
+2 armor coming in right away. Doesn't make that big of a difference against the skirms. But still will be good in the long term. He won't be able to keep producing from three stables, that's for sure, with 2 extra TCs. So 6 knights are going to be what he has to defend essentially through the first part of this.
Yeah, I find that when I play Persians, I never have food for knights when I have 3 TCs because you need so much food to produce out of faster working TCs. You just stuck. So,
dude, super little thing, but Capoch has like 1 villager that's trying to, or no, is he sending that villager for? He's sending it for. I thought that villager was trying to drop off to the mill from the farms. He's going forward with a siege workshop. Is this Yo playing +2 armor right away? Forward 3 TCs and a forward villager to like the left side to make a siege workshop.
You've got a window here because your opponent's only on skirm, and you killed the spears.
Might get super lucky and find this vill.
I mean, if that happens, that's crazy.
Yeah, and he'll get the notification that he's being attacked over there by the knights.
He didn't see it.
I don't think he saw it.
No, he didn't see it. Even moving forward with the skirms right now is dangerous for Sitaux. If those knights would all be there, the knights made it in.
Oh boy.
Quick walls from Sitaux. The knights are just going to leave right away. And no, they're not. They're coming back in.
I mean, you're idling the farms in.
Yeah.
For a very long time, but now you're trapped.
You're trapped. Yeah. Exactly. And you almost wish that you had your army now. And the siege villager's on the way. We'll see if the siege workshop goes up. Cav archers.
The archers are on the other side there too. For Capoch.
Yeah, dude, there's so much happening right now. This series is already more competitive than what we saw in the first 2.
In the last 6 games.
Yeah. Holy.
Dude, this is a total. If I was watching Hidden Cup right now, I would think Yo was in the red. This is a total Mr. Yo type of play right here. And the Cav Archer's coming out. Sitaux got Town Watch. He's gonna find the villager building the siege workshop. If the Cav Archer doesn't miss all of its shots, that villager should be killed.
He's microing it. He's microing it.
Missing a lot.
No, it's a 94%.
Not like this.
And that's so important. That's so important. I mean, I would bring another Vill right now. You still have some time. It's just a couple hits. But you have to micro in so many different areas. I like this, though. The archers got some value for Capoch. They were going to die anyways. The knights are looping away to the north, so they can actually get away. The other knights are still here near the siege workshop. And yeah, I mean, Capoch has boomed like a madman, dude. His eco's looking great. His eco upgrades are looking great. He's made way more knights than we expected. He's got a big lead right now.
He's got a huge eco. Really solid eco as well with the upgrades. 3 TCs from Persians go crazy. The only problem, imagine if he had gotten that siege workshop.
I know. It's such a nice position, but honestly, he's still going to find some value there. There's villagers exposed. The knights can
overchop?
Yeah, it's something. I don't know how the Vill got out there without an overchop. But the thing Capoch has to be careful with is he only knights can only work for so long. When the pike numbers get higher and the cav archer numbers get higher, that is the perfect composition against knights. So he needs siege somewhere. I would say build the siege workshop in the middle now and abandon the other one. But he got into the woodline again. More Vill kills. 30 villager lead for Capoch.
Oh, jeez. 11 villager kills, and it doesn't feel like he's gotten 11. Just kind of been sneaky with it.
Look at his...
coming in at odd angles.
Like, 1 minute of TC idle time, also making 20 knights is crazy.
Farms?
What is happening here? 45 farms.
44 farms for Capoch. That's crazy, bro. Also managed to snag a relic. Capoch is playing really well so far.
Yeah. This Civ just feels... He feels so comfortable with this Civ right now. I haven't looked at the draft. I'm guessing it was near his first pick, if not his first pick. But this is... The only concern now is army type. The knights are good, but you just get so streamlined towards knights that pikeman cav archer fully counters you if you don't have anything else. And
the pikemen are gone, though. If the pikemen are gone and he's dealing with the pikemen, he's coming in from the other side with the knights, +2 armor.
Yep, Siege Workshop also completes. So with the Siege Workshop up, there could be some pressure there. I think even the presence of the Siege Workshop means that that golden stone is completely off limits for Sitaux long term. And that's enough. Capoch wants a castle. Imagine a castle from either player on the hill Sitau's standing on right now. That would be huge.
Imagine handcart with this eco. oh god, dude. Capoch is going to click up soon. He's going to get the castle like you said. Will it be a battle for a castle in that middle position?
I think it will be.
Tough argument for both of them on that hill there. Like, you almost wanted a little further back for both.
Sitaux can't go to the left now. That's like off limits. And there's a gold right there at the bottom of that hill. Would not surprise me if both players advance forward at the same time with Vils right now.
Iron casting. Wow. So he's going to keep producing in Castle Age. He's not going to cut production and try to go up to Imp. And Capoch places a castle foundation underneath 30 military from Sitaux and then thinks better of it and goes a little bit further back. He still has 16 on stone. He could go with a follow-up one relatively soon.
Yeah, and there goes Sitaux.
The castle for Sitaux.
Interesting. I honestly could have lost the game if you try the castle on the hill in Capoch's position. That is a lot of strong military. His castle will complete. Castle helps in the fight, of course. But now might be a race to the Imperial Age. Does he see the castle from Sitaux? He does. So he should cancel all Vils and cancel all army to think about Imp and Trebs. But he's going to need gold.
Vils. He's got a 30 villager lead. And Sitaux is going for that gold. Okay. It's like, hang on a second, bro. It's a little lost in the sauce there.
Yeah.
Imp is coming in.
They're both going to go Imp. But I mean, Capoch's TC advances to Imp faster. Capoch could still chill. The pikemen for Sitaux are really hard to utilize now because you can't move anywhere near that castle and you can't like advance forward with the pikemen with your cav archers. So if Capoch sees the CA and he's got a perfect town center on this gold in the south, he can just send the knights for that. No problem.
Oh, good raid.
Does have to react.
Side. Shot from Sitaux.
I really feel like if Capoch can get Cavalier and armor right before Halb, that's the difference of the game. I'm trying to do the math on the timings there, because Halb research is faster, but Capoch will be up to Imp faster, and it'll be really close.
I'd love to see him with a second castle here, too. I think he probably needs to put it on that left gold there, or find a way to secure that, because the gold in the center is not consistent.
Yeah.
And he's running out of his main pile. But, I mean, you'd love to see it forward so he could have double Trebs attacking that castle. I don't think it's a smart decision, though.
I like this from Sitaux to just keep poking at this gold. But I think he's going to need to get out of there. That's a lot of knights. So he'll loop on home. Ooh. Also...
Finds the neutral gold on the right side, Capoch. That could be really useful.
Yeah, that's huge. He has a lot of gold income. And he's going to castle the left.
Another neutral gold? Oh, that's a little...
Bro, I would
a little too deep into the late game here, I think, if you're Capoch. That's pretty risky in my mind.
He's just going to go full Savara, I guess, because he's dropping more stables, too. There he goes with the castle. Capoch, you got to bring all your army here. The pikemen are here now, too. It's a feast. It's an absolute feast for Sitaux, right when things are supposed to start looking good for Capoch. Capoch's upgrades aren't in yet. They're going to fight before the upgrades.
I mean, the pikemen didn't get a lot of hits, though. The pikemen got hit a lot before they actually engaged there. The knights are going to chew through those. The castle's gonna go up for Capoch somehow.
Yep.
The skirms are all dead. The cav archers are being chased away. Final armor upgrade still 20 seconds away. Cavalier's still 30 seconds away. But Capoch is just ripping through the pikes with his knights.
Dude, this is old school. We've got stable on the left side for raids near the siege workshop. He just takes
Another
the
one
fight.
up in the north. Yep.
Yeah.
Holy cow, dude. Just bashes his way, feeds space into those pikemen.
And armor's in now.
And he wins the fight.
Yeah, armor's in now. And Halb isn't in yet. And Cavalier's in. And yeah, all the numbers for Sitaux are gone. He wants to go traction trebs, but regular trebuchets are going to take this castle down faster. Yeah, Capoch has got the right idea. Just send it. This is how you win with the
Attack
Persians.
the castle with the Cavalier, too. Get some extra damage there until the Halbs come along, then run away. Traction trebs trying to be masked up, but they take a long time to produce.
But I just think, what if Capoch just raids the sides now? Uses the middle as a distraction, just hit the sides. I mean, it could be so strong. Yeah, he does have a raid coming from the north immediately, too. That's so cool. But, Dave, we've seen it so many times. You have to get chemistry here for bombard cannons right away when you hit him. And he didn't do that. So the university's just now up, but if Sitaux gets enough halbs, Cavalier will struggle. Even the raids will struggle. And then the traction trebs could be a problem.
Yeah, Sitaux's got the somewhat nerfed against units traction trebs. They're slightly better against buildings now, and that is not a great engagement there for Capoch. But they should be really good in the treb wars. And Sitaux has enough stone to keep repairing that castle. He is fortunate that it's up on a hill, so he has the advantage there. He just needs to keep that thing alive.
Yeah, he has to. He's got a lot of halbs here. I mean, they're underneath the castle. I'm not sure I like using the halbs against trebs, because they really don't take down the trebs that quickly. What you need the halbs to do is protect your traction trebs, so the traction trebs could take down the trebs.
And protect the eco. So raids coming in from the light cap.
Yeah. 30 villager kills for Capoch. That's sick. He's got 153. And importantly, he also realized to stop. Well, actually, I say that he queues up 2 more, but this is an expensive army, so I'm okay with his eco count right now. He just needs hand cannons. And they are finally on the way.
No bombard cannons yet, but traction trebs feel good against trebs and decent against bombard cannons too.
And 14 range. So not much you can really do about it. He's trying to treb the traction trebs, but the traction trebs are going to nuke Capoch's trebuchets. And I'm starting to worry a little bit for Capoch. I know he's got hand cannons now, but it's tough to push these traction trebs.
Now, their fire rate was reduced, for anyone wondering what happened in the new patch that we are on. But they get extra buff damage against buildings. So it's generally equals out to around the same thing. They're just a little bit worse against large clumps of units.
Yeah, but I think the changes shouldn't have made that big of a difference when it comes to sniping trebs and bomber cannons. It's just more so against regular military units.
I mean, it's just how fast you reload for the next shot, right?
So I think
they're slightly worse now.
Yeah, I would consider it an overall buff, because their weakness before everyone was just like, well, they suck against buildings. Yeah. They're great in every other way. So they're really taking down the buildings fast now from this hill. Capoch.
I mean, Sitaux isn't out of it yet.
Yeah. Yeah, castle's down. I mean,
Ram coming in to take care of the walls. We got Cavalier trying to push their way into Sitaux's base.
Now, I love that.
Stables in the north.
I want to see Savar from Capoch. Just hope that you can get there. There's the upgrade. 2 minutes away. He's trying to break in.
With your Cavalier. Oh. Careful with your Cavalier, Capoch. He loses a bunch.
Yeah, I mean, the hand cannons can't get a lot of value right now because they don't have the mobility to be over there. Capoch needs to loop home. What a hold from Sitaux. What a great job. And I think when things get silent like this, I love a forward castle. Like, take a big fight in the front, forward castle. Put Capoch under even more pressure. Trying to stabilize the sides would be awkward because you don't have mobility as the Wu.
I was going to say forward castle for who?
Oh, true. I mean, in Capoch's case,
you would go left
You'd
side.
probably go left.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate to see that fight there for Capoch right before Savar.
Yeah, that's brutal.
We just see this so frequently with Persians. They're like, they're winning, they're ahead. And then you're just stuck here in this state of expensive army that struggles against cheap counter units.
Arbalest coming out from Sitaux, so he's about to get the Shu Death Ball. Traction Trebs with the Shukanu Arbalest.
It'd be the Wu Death Ball, but it's similar to the Shu Death Ball.
Oh, sorry. I thought, why did I think he was playing the Shu? He's playing the Wu.
Very difficult to confuse. I mean, the Civs.
Very difficult, yeah. Big letter change, dude.
I mean, it's crazy to see that Sitaux hasn't had Bracer this whole time. I didn't know that. He hasn't had the final armor on his halbs the whole time. So he's just now realizing that as well. Chemistry, like all these big upgrades he's been missing, and he's still held on. But Savara's in now. But
these hand cannons dying to traction trips. Brutal.
Sitaux is... I wonder if now he can try the left side again. He's got enough rams. Last time he didn't have the rams. I don't know. Can you engage into the front, into the middle right now? It's so difficult.
I always forget their unique tech is called Sitting Tiger.
It's
a great name for a unique tech.
It's also a great band name.
It is. Yeah.
It's a great
Tiger,
band name. It's also slightly confusing because another Civ has the Tiger Cav. They don't have any Tiger units, but it adds extra projectiles to these traction trips. They're insanely strong now.
Look at this cheeky little tower over on the woodline from Sitaux.
Yeah, I love that.
Woodlines they're not easy for him. Like, he's taking wood forward. He's got that woodline over there, potentially harassed. Now we have siege ram coming in for Capoch, but it's a long way away still. Those Captorans will do a decent amount to the house. Might be able to get in with the Savar. Sitaux is tracking him, however.
Yeah, this is Capoch's, in his mind, his win condition is breaking the sides because the death ball in the front is so difficult, but his focus has gone too far away from the middle, and his bombard cannons are really exposed. The Rams on the left side have taken down houses, but they can just be rebuilt. The Savar have not been able to engage. Capoch struggling to break Sitaux right now. And you can just see he's losing the confidence as well. Like, this whole game's starting to fall apart. He's got crazy resources. He just can't win a fight.
Still has an insane food eco. The farms haven't been broken yet. They will soon if this continues. He has enough almost for 2 castles. Now his gold on the left has been found.
Yeah.
That's a struggle for him. I mean, it might be good losing villagers here because he had 150.
I was just going to say that.
He didn't have the pop for houses, but there's a big fight right here. The bomber cannons are behind. He might be able to clear up all these traction trips. They get big shots there against the hand cannons. He does lose a lot of Savar. But like you said, he's got a ton of resources in the bank.
Yeah, he has...
remake this army.
He has a lot of army in queue, but he's... Part of the issue in these fights has been Sitaux's always had the numbers, so sometimes losing villagers isn't horrible. He is consistently producing more, so he's still at 150. I'd like to...
situation for Sitaux here. Other than that one forward, where's he taking? The one in the back. There's one in the back. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not looking good for either player. We got 10 on gold for Capoch, 0 relics. At least Sitaux has some gold, so I feel like Sitaux doesn't need the gold either. Every unit we're seeing from Capoch costs so much gold, and the Savars, the hand cannons, they're just getting pushed so far back right now. Another raid on the left, though, from Capoch. Okay, here he might break it. He might actually make it past the TC this time.
I think you use the siege rams to clear all the buildings.
Yeah.
Clear every single house. Don't even focus on the TC. Just clear everything. It's gonna be so annoying for him to try and rebuild that. And look at the right side while he's getting the stuff on the left too.
Yeah, big raids.
Going down from Sitaux. He's down to 110 almost.
Sitaux's in this state that we
still to push in the middle.
Sitaux's in this state that sometimes I find MBL falls into a lot. There was actually an epic game in the past, MBL and Capoch, where the only safe farming eco is like in the middle near your castles. Like, he can't farm or take wood anywhere realistically on the sides for very long because Capoch has him surrounded. But he's pushing up the gut, taking the stone, taking the golds. Man.
Listen,
yeah.
Commander in. Persian crossbows are now only 50 wood.
We're really on the same wavelength today because that was where my brain was going next too. But you know, it's something that doesn't feel all that strong, I guess, to players.
No, it doesn't feel that great.
But he needs something, man. It's definitely something he's got to consider at this stage.
Yep.
Skirms are
Problem
still
right now
good.
for Sitaux is that even if he wins fights in the center here, as Capoch snags that relic, he didn't have the traction traps because they were cleared up, so he didn't have any way to follow that up. He would just get bottlenecked at this TC here that's gotten quite a few kills. And it's going to happen again.
Yeah, dude, this is not a fight Capoch can take. The Savars are just a liability now. Just, you need to fight with them, but if you fight with them, it's an expensive loss. I mean, maybe he clears that fight. That's good, but that is not something he can reproduce again. He's going to be on mainly Hussar. Also, no ballistics for Capoch is kind of a big deal.
Yeah, that is
with that many skirms out there.
He's got to manually attack with the skirms and then see that they miss before he realizes there's no ballistics.
I think it's an upgrade that he probably assumes he has right now.
Can he kill these traction traps is the question. Sitaux's bringing the helms back to try and protect them. If he snipes these traction traps, if he gets rid of these next 4 traps, then he can hold here 100%.
Yeah, I agree.
Get rid of them.
He didn't get the relic. That hurts a little bit. Hussars in queue from every single stable. Just crazy stuff. He dives for the traction trebs. There needs to be more halbs here for Sitaux. The halbs are coming. They're behind this. Yeah, there's enough in there. And so the traction trebs are just nuking the skirms. Skirms are dying pretty quickly to all of that. I think
in the north now from Capoch. So he's going to try and break his way in there to raid again.
Yeah, it's so crazy. And also still denying the stone and gold on the left. That's something Capoch needs to try and take himself.
Look at the amount of villagers in the center from Sitaux. We have 62 villagers in the center.
Yeah,
That's a
man.
desperation lumber camp there to try and just get any wood supply whatsoever.
Well, and he's got to push too, right? Like, you avoid the sides, and I think you need a castle here. You buy some stone, build a castle right where your push is right now. This is the heart of Capoch's food eco.
The siege rams are in at the back of Sitaux's base.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Take care of this.
He's got to move
God, what a
forward.
crazy game.
Yeah, he's got to move forward now. You have no choice. Your new home is going to be Capoch's home. There's the upgrade. No, there's citadels.
No, it's Citadels.
No,
Citadels
it's the wrong one.
For Capoch. Yeah, he might not realize.
I don't think that's the one he wanted to click.
No, I don't think so either.
He wants...
The biggest upgrade he should click right now, though, is ballistics. Like, geez, it still doesn't have it.
All right, Sitaux's losing his base. It'll take time to kill the Rams. Look at the Vills evacuate. They're just going to run forward. Would still love a castle here on the front for Sitaux, but obviously that could be seen as risky.
That wood line is running out in the center for Sitaux, too. He's about to chop himself out of wood, bro. Capoch's Q is suddenly down, though.
Yeah.
Capoch's Q is down. He lost a lot of Hussar there.
His units just die instantly.
Population. They
just die instantly. It's not good. And skirms, and even the crossbows, guys, for anyone out there who wanted that tech, it's just not a very strong unit overall compared to some of the other units out here. And there's going to be the castle from Sitaux. Oh, that's even better than I was thinking.
Oh my, into the farm eco from Capoch? Oh boy. Can he deny that? No way.
No way. There weren't any crossbows queued up, so I think Capoch did want to get citadels. Because otherwise he would have tried to queue up crossbows. Yeah, that castle's going up. I mean, villagers will die. But as we've seen, if villagers die, it's just replaced with army. And Sitaux has very inexpensive army. He's got halbs and John Swordsman around. This is... It must be so painful for Capoch, because he's had such a good game. But he has not been able to stop Sitaux rolling here in Imp.
I mean, how would ballistics have changed this? I mean, you get a lot more value from your skirms if you have it, for sure.
Yeah. I wonder if a change of approach could have mattered. Maybe trying to push the middle.
Snipe some traction traps. The helps aren't there anymore. 1, 2. It's not bad. Maybe 3.
Unfortunately, the north, Sitaux has been able to stabilize, can take that tower.
Might get all of the traction traps here.
How does Capoch have 80 on food after taking this many losses? That's impressive.
He's placed 94 farms, that's why. He's making more.
Yeah, he's making more.
There's not much in this
TCs.
corner, though. There's not much over here in this corner. He's got to evacuate. Oh, he's even got farms on the left side, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's impressive, but he still does not have the relic count that Sitaux does. We're now in a trash game, and he has worse skirmishers. He doesn't have Halb tech, and he doesn't have the unique tech to even consider crossbows. I mean, he could barely afford a pikeman upgrade if he wants to go for Halb himself. He is just not where you want to be.
Look at the res collected. It's 26k extra for Capoch.
That's so painful, dude. Savars and
that
hand
just
cannon.
shows how expensive his units have been, because he's like, the KD isn't that big of a difference. It's just he's been wasting expensive units.
Yeah, Sitaux will have 4 relics. Old man's on the way back there. This is the guy who's lost his starting TC. The whole back of his base is abandoned.
Oh, big raids from Capoch. Look at the build count from Sitaux. I mean, he's still max pop. Most of it is army.
Yeah. But you got to take the traction trebs to have any chance. You have to take them. He does take them.
I think there's still a chance for Capoch here. Like, Sitaux is running. Look at Sitaux's woodlines. Every woodline I look at, there's like 5-10 dead vills.
Look at how many lumber camps. Let's just zoom out and double click. Sitaux has 28 lumber camps.
30, actually. Zoom out further.
Dude, he spent so much wood on lumber camps. There's so many. And there's ones he hasn't built yet, too. Holy crap.
Holy cow.
I mean, Capoch is losing farmers in the back. He's at 50 on food now. He does have new TCs in the south, but it doesn't feel like he has the units still. And
he's taken out the castle that's forward.
That's true.
Sitaux really like doesn't have the stone, doesn't have the res to sell and buy for stone either.
Sitaux has 72 vills. He just has 100 army now. Damn. I mean, it is an issue.
Feels like a Flemish Revolution at some point, doesn't it?
Yeah, really. I mean, Sitaux only has 2 TCs, so rebooming with vills is not easy.
Yep.
Capoch has 3, and he's Persians. So you need to hold with skirms and the occasional bombard cannon if you're Capoch, and you just got to continue these raids. And then hope that Sitaux runs out of wood and runs out of food to make all the trash, which does happen.
Sitaux hasn't tech at all into Hussar either, which is a huge downside for him if we're heading into the super late game, right? Like, he should be thinking about tech into that, but it's really tough with 76 vills. It's very, very difficult.
Great understanding from Sitaux to drop TCs. A 3rd and a 4th TC going up. He can also take some of that gold again in the north. And I mean, the castle positions are really good for him. He would love to have another one, but the castles that he does have 50 kills already. The stone walls as well in the north to kind of block off that raiding potential is also a really good call.
I think we might be seeing more of a push for that gold on the left from both players now, too. Because I think that's the only gold and stone left on the map. Yep. Is over there.
Oh, man. Treb goes down. That's the only siege Capoch had. And his hussars have just run into infantry everywhere. 86 halbs for Sitaux. Yeah, I mean, Sitaux is... Sitaux,
Capoch,
I guess,
your shots are missing, bro. They're missing.
Sitaux is, I guess, accustomed to not having the left side now. But I would say patrol over some halbs there at the very least. Take some of that gold. That's looking pretty good right now.
Okay, he noticed ballistics because he had time to pay attention and he missed that halb about 50 times as it was coming in.
It's so funny how that works, though. Right? Like, these fights have been so chaotic, there really haven't been that many clear instances where he didn't have it.
Yeah.
So now he knows. 70 on food still for Capoch. Damn. And
it's gonna be a lot harder for Sitaux to push in now with ballistics coming in.
You know what your best raiding unit is here in a lot of cases, if you're Capoch, is actually skirms. If your opponent's full halb, skirm raids hit really hard.
There's a TC on the left.
Yeah.
Sitaux's going to try and lock that down. So that TC, if Capoch looks over there, might force him to look a little bit deeper and try for a concerted push on that side. The Hussars are going over in that direction. He's going to find a wood line on the way, but still has to be worried about the traction traps. Ballistics is finally in. There's 78 halbs from Sitaux.
Yeah, there is 5,000 gold left on this map still. Sitaux is locking it down on the left. He's also taking some of that gold in the north. That could mean...
Hussars are coming back for the traction trebs.
Yeah, a lot more traction trebs could be created if he has that gold. Will he lose these? It looks like he'll lose 1, probably 2. But that came at a cost for Capoch. And underneath the castle, the Jean Swordsman and the Halbs have cleared up a lot of the skirms. And we are now seeing some cav upgrades for Sitaux as he wants to tech switch into some raiding units.
Citadels is kind of going crazy for that castle, though. 50 kills on that bad boy?
Yep, pretty strong. It also looks really cool.
Yes.
It's also, the sound is menacing. Like, if you're an uber noob and you're up against a Persian castle, just hearing that, I feel like that would have an effect. I don't think you need to be an uber noob, actually. It affects my mentality, too, so.
Uber noob sounds like a service, dude.
Uber noob? Delivering a noob?
Uber noob.
Or is it a
noob? Yeah.
They only drive around noobs.
No, when you've lost 10 in a row on the ladder, you gotta contact Uber noob. You know? You need some confidence.
Deliver some advice.
And then your uncle shows up, you know.
That's great. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe there's a market for it. The Capoch 160 bills. He is. I mean, if he loses this game, it is going to hurt.
Yes.
It could have a massive effect. Like, if something goes mildly wrong at the start of the next game, after losing this, it could all unravel from there. This is a huge game just to win if you're either player.
How red do you think his face has been for the
Oh,
last,
man.
like, 40 minutes?
Oh, dude,
It's
he's...
a new shade of red, dude.
Yeah, seriously. as red as the battlefield, as red as his hussars right now, I mean... But... It's just, none of this is adding up for me to think Capoch can win this game. Even though he has some of the corners locked down, it's just...
Mandarin.
Okay, there's a tech that gives me hope. Because if we have like 30, 40, 50 crossbows out there, that's pretty good. Now, it's not great against Hussar. Hussar becomes a problem then, and then you don't have Hal, but we haven't seen any units yet for Sitaux. And Capoch is going to take the left with a ram and a bunch of Hussars again. So he's not finished.
Ram coming in clutch again. Can he secure that for gold himself? I think that's going to be a little bit more difficult. He does have villagers near there. If he manages to get a TC as well, I mean, Persian TC is going to be difficult to take out for Sitaux. But Sitaux has 2k gold in the bank, and now he's making the switch into Hussar himself.
Yeah. We'll also point out...
It's going to go late.
I mean, as the Hussars go through the gate as well, so you get even more kills. We'll also point out that Sitaux has been vocal about the fact that he doesn't feel like stamina is one of his strengths. In some really long sets, he's said that before. And that's a factor, and Capoch has always kind of been the opposite.
Guy.
Like, yeah, exactly. He's a stamina guy. Capoch isn't about the tiny little micro movements. He's about fight and grit. And so, I mean...
Sitau's going to lose these traction traps if he's not careful. This is a very dangerous position for them to be, but he still has 1,300 gold. So
yeah.
That's something.
It's a crazy game, because we've got defensive castles for Sitaux, but they're in the middle, and there's only 2 of them. We got defensive castles for Capoch, but they're also not really in positions that protect a lot of his eco. And then you have Commanderon, which is insane in late game, but then you have relics. You have traction trebs versus citadels. I mean, it's great, but I think Hussar... There's no counter to Hussar on Capoch's side. And
Capoch, get a TC up on the gold. Don't go for a mining camp. Get a TC there somehow.
Yeah.
Persian TC would be huge, because then Sitaux actually has to commit.
He'll probably sell some food, buy the stone, and do that right now. I think so. We've got Hussars in the back from Sitaux, though. For the first time, Capoch is getting actually raided by really dangerous raiding units, and not just Halbs. And now his skirms on the front are exposed. Yep. You see how you'll see how quickly the skirms disappear once Hussars go there. But he's cleared it up so far. Capoch has a really healthy queue of units as well. And if Sitaux moves too far away from his trebuchets, they'll get sniped. So crossbows, skirms, castle fire, killing off these Halbs. Hussars are coming from Capoch. And Sitaux realizing.
You win one side, you lose the other, though. He didn't go for that TC on the gold. And because he's not going to have a TC there, he's just going to lose all the vills.
Yeah. Wow.
And he's not going to be able to lock that down.
And then traction trebs are saved. One went down. The others survive. But yeah,
Jeez,
I think...
What a game. Holy cow.
I mean, thankfully it's a best of 5 for them instead of a best of 7 or best of 9 or something. This is special. In terms of wood control, I guess once Sitaux loses that wood in the north, and there's a lot of it, Capoch has all the wood. so I don't know if we're quite there yet, but this could easily be a wood game.
Traction Treb is going to go down. Yep. Oh my god, and Capoch retakes this area. He hasn't been in this area in a very long time.
And
There's
it's also
of value here.
It's also where his base was when the game started.
Yeah.
Just like Sitaux's main base in the starting TC is also gone. Sitaux will town center, the left side though. That's huge. Back to your point.
If Capoch had made a Persian TC there, it would have been completely different, right? Like, you just lock that down and Sitaux's forced to invest so much.
Okay, so more Hussar raids from Sitaux. Capoch is just going to use his own Hussars to clear it up. That's doable. I like how Capoch is going to try and move forward with his skirms and crossbows. I think it's a good decision to try and go somewhere else. But some concern because he cannot go Halb, and Hussars still kill the trash bows pretty quickly. And even though it's only 50 wood, like, the trash bows die quickly. Wood's disappearing because of farm reseeds, because of skirms, and because of trash bows. It'll go quick.
And there's also stone over there for Sitaux to take. Extra castles could be huge in a late game scenario like this.
He'll probably lose these vills underneath his TC a bunch of times, but the fact that he can always get one more vill over there for a little bit more gold is a really nice thing for Sitaux.
Yep.
And yeah,
this is wild. Dude.
Capoch is
so
going to the left. Oh, whoa! Sitaux is gonna try and go for heavier cav.
Long.
That's an interesting decision. I think he does not have enough gold income right now to justify that in my view. But that tells me maybe he's concerned that trash bows will win the game. Otherwise,
can he take out this TC with nothing but Hussar? Is he gonna try?
You'll find out. I think you can.
Feels like it.
You think you can do it pretty easily, yep. Halb raids now for Sitaux. Halb raids are actually good because your opponent's only defending with Hussar so far. It's awkward. How many units can Sitaux actually make? He just sold off his extra stone, some extra wood, some extra food to get more Haig Wong here.
Haig Wongs are gonna be brutal. They still have 7 pierce arm.
But
They're disgusting.
Sitaux also pretty much stopped making halbs, so he's only at 14 halbs now. But yeah, this unit is way better than a Hussar, I agree. It's just not cheaper than a Hussar.
It counters the entire army from Capoch right now.
Well, and then you're spending gold to get your gold right back. And that's still 2k gold over here, plus you have the relic. So yeah, really good call, actually. Damn. I mean...
94k wood left.
You know the saying, do not trickle treb? I think that saying especially applies to traction trebs. So you got to keep those saved up, and that's what Sitaux has done. He's just been waiting in between those barracks for the right time to strike.
Yep.
All right, I think...
It's not...
I want to know if Capoch can defend from this now. A raid for the Haig Wong would be crazy, but they're dying so fast to the Citadel Castle. Lost like 5 units there.
Oh, there's still a hole? Oh, God. Capoch is raging right now. Mad.
Yep, units run right through, just passing. And now Sitaux will maybe try and use the trebs against this castle. But that's a lot of army from Capoch, dude. He can hold from this. Just pure numbers.
The Haig Wongs are still an issue, though. Like, you see how much effort it takes to just take out, like, 6 or 7 of those. It takes an entire army.
Will they actually be alive for that long? Like, can he make that many of them? I don't know.
I think he can distract with them for long enough that he gets value with the traction trips in the center. He stopped queuing them, though.
Yeah, he's got 7 on gold, which is those villagers on the left or somewhere else. I'm not sure. Trash bows are sniping halbs. Capoch has Hussars around to snipe those traction trebs again. And he'll sacrifice the bodies because he's got the units in queue. It's a meat grinder. He takes 3 of them down.
God. Oh, no. Bro.
But at what cost?
Again.
But at what cost? Because now he just lost 50
garbage
units.
Yeah, 40 garbage units. There's enough in the queue.
Yeah.
He's going to have 42 crossbows. That might be a few too many. You might want to have a few more Hussars, but we'll see.
Is it a few too many? Is it a few too few? Too little? Like, maybe he needs like 80 of them.
Maybe.
Damn. Every time I've thought this game was going to just be over, we have had more and more fight and more to watch. And now, as we were talking about how Capoch doesn't have Halb, I think he's going to think it over. We've got infantry armor.
Got the gold. Yeah.
And he has the gold to get to Halb.
Halb crossbow could be really brutal here.
Yeah. If he can
force him into skirm Halb, and then you go into the Hussar again.
If he can get to Halb, he then has the better comp. The exception would be the traction trebs.
Oh, look at the TC on the left again from Sitaux. He's weakened to the point where he can't garrison.
Yep,
or
Vills
maybe
are
he's
dying.
just ungarrisoned. No.
Oh, yeah.
Garrison.
He garrisons, okay. Capoch is done. Dude, that siege workshop on the left being up and just getting Vills over there was huge. I guess those Vills the Vills that built the stables came way later, but...
So he's going to try and push on the right now. He's got a siege workshop going up over there. So a siege ram to get through, some Hussars in there, and you cut off those wood lines on the right side.
Just look at the
and
wood.
Then Sitaux has to look for wood on the left.
Yeah, look at it, though. Like, Sitau's got very little wood in the north now. He also has built 40 lumber camps now. Too bad you can't,
Who wins
like...
this game?
I think Capoch. I think Capoch wins the game.
I think he might as well.
I think he wins the game purely on wood, because Halbs cost wood. You know, farms reseeding cost wood. We've got
walls. Capoch walls. Now Sitau's trying to get in. This is a good raid from Sitaux.
Yeah. David's crazy, but they both have like 80 units in queue, and they're 200 pop. So we've got an extra 30 minutes maybe. Normally I say that and the game will end 5 minutes later, but oh man, big raid.
Yeah, this is a huge raid. This is the weakness for both players, right? If they let a raid in, it kills a bunch of Vills, then they can't recover.
Well,
it's going to be very problematic.
But he does have 22 Vills in queue, and he does have a lot of army in queue, so his army count will go up. And now on the left side, Sitaux can't deal with that many Hussars just yet, and he's got 20 Vills inside that TC. So if Capoch actually attacks the TC real quick, he could maybe kill them. He's losing the Hussars.
More Halbs coming over. He just lost like 20 villagers himself, if not more, to that raid.
This
huge damage from Sitaux there.
This game is insane.
He's building up siege rams for a raid in the north, but he's got to have army there when he breaks through.
Yeah, just you might want to let that sit for a couple minutes. This is where some patience is needed. Hussar still in the south for Sitaux. I imagine Capoch will find that, but if he doesn't, the whole wood line dies. Yeah, that's what you do. Just click the villagers, let them do it. More traction trebs for Sitaux onto the castle. Every single volley onto a castle or a town center is so valuable right now.
Yes. And look at the Haguangs. He's got 11 of them. Uh-oh. Capoch trying to pull him back into that castle. The Citadel's castle does good damage there. But the traction trebs are behind, taking out the crossbows. We still have more Haguangs. This is like all of the gold that Sitaux has going into this now.
Oh, man.
He has control of
the Haguang, the heavy Haguang has made a big difference there. And now Sitau's focusing on the castle. Sitaux needs army here right now. He doesn't actually have a lot in queue. He did before. He doesn't have a lot in queue, and there's 95 Hussars for Sitaux. This could be it.
Yeah, Capoch can't quite recover. It was that raid, then into the failed raid on the gold.
Yeah.
He's killing villagers over there again, which is great. But he needs to somehow take care of this army, and he's down to 130 population for the first time in a long time. And now the push on the right side with 4 siege rams in there has been discovered.
Yeah,
and heavy Haguangs coming over.
Wow.
Oh my god. What a game.
What a game. What a great job. I think one of the
We jinxed it.
Yeah, we did jinx it, seriously. I'm really regretting I said Capoch. I said Capoch is going to win. He loses 50 vills. But what a great decision from Sitaux to spend his gold income on the heavy Haguangs. They got such crazy value there. That was so good.
I think that doesn't happen if Capoch just invests into a town center over there.
Yeah, agreed.
Like, that's like 5,000 HP of a Persian TC. You're going to need 2 or 3 traction trebs going over there. If the traction trebs are over there, they're not in the center pushing you. And then you can focus on other things. Instead, he went for the mining camp because he didn't have the stone. He didn't want to buy the stone. And he lost access to that gold.
Yeah.
And Sitaux takes it.
Yeah, and like couldn't buy the stone. I looked at his gold. It was 174. It's one of those things.
Yeah, he needed to sell food.
Yeah, maybe, you know, he didn't want to sell the food there. But it's wild, right? Because if he had even just 100 extra stone, that TC's up, and then maybe the gold doesn't come in for Sitaux to make the Hague Wongs. But that was crazy. Sitau's willingness to just give up areas of his base to move forward was ridiculous. That might be a new lumber camp record. 40. They're just everywhere. And that's what won him the game, because I think if he tries to stabilize the back of his base, Capoch takes the middle. But he just, no matter what happened, Sitaux always held the middle, always pushed. And like we said, 30 minutes ago, that's got to be painful for Capoch, because now you've invested that much time and energy into it. You lose. Could easily be mentally affected if things go wrong at any point in early feudal or early castle game 2.
Yeah.
Vietnamese Malians.
I've been in for a minute.
Oh, so. we're in?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. All right. Well,
I'm watching right now, dude. I don't know what are you doing?
But I was fixing the draft. I assumed we had a minute or two. So, game 2. Right off the bat, got to say, amazing map for Capoch if he wants to wall up again. He's got the gold in the back. Those 2 woodlines on the back are very good, but the positioning of the players is crazy. And Sitaux is Vietnamese, so he knows where the enemy TC is, and he's coming forward to try and lame, and he just misses the sheep so far. He
misses the sheep.
No lame.
He missed the boar too.
I think he will.
He might miss the boar. He might cut right.
Yep.
Oh no, dude.
That's crazy. Unlikely he doubles back either, because you normally want that full circle. So he'll see the wood line.
Does he miss this boar too?
He could kill the Vil.
Yeah, he could.
It'll walk right into him.
No. Oh, he sees it, but the scout is there from Capoch.
Yeah, I think Capoch is too good to lose a Vil here.
This is a good way to tilt Capoch off the face of the.
I mean, me too, honestly.
He's just outside of the range of the TC. Oh my god! Now he attacks the boar with the scout.
What happened there?
No.
Why did the boar stop? Did I miss something? Did it move out of range?
No, I don't know exactly, but Capoch did de-aggro it onto his scout. That was
I don't
weird.
think he built anything though. Normally you build a house or something, and the boar just stopped. So that was odd. Maybe a bit of a bug, but yeah, it's not the end of the world for Capoch. Losing the scout HP isn't great though.
Maybe that's the same type of thing. Did you see the Simba clip with Doubt?
Where Doubt's scout got attacked by the
boar? Yeah.
What was the exact circumstance again?
I would have to watch it again, but he actually manually attacked that boar with the scout, so it makes sense that it would attack him, but it doesn't make sense because it should be aggroed onto the villager.
Yeah, that's where I'm confused. Is that villager should have continued to be attacked unless we missed something. So, nice shot from Sitaux. I like the attempt to lame. So
he just got unlucky. He missed both of the sheep. He missed the boar on the other side, and Capoch's scout wasn't anywhere near that. It is a very interesting map set up for Sitaux. These woodlines are so close at the back, and then we had got the little chin strap all the way at the back of the map in the corner. It's wallable, but later on in the game, early on, it's going to be tough to include the golds for sure.
Think about the scouting intel that Sitaux got there. He might not have got the lame, but he knows where the back gold is. He knows where their 2 woodlines are, the berries. So he can think about what Capoch will likely open with and what Capoch can do. Capoch is just pushing deer, which, is fine. But without that Vietnamese bonus, his scout is not going to go to the right position. It's going to go to the middle-ish area, might double the other direction, too, because of Sitau's scout encountering him on the right side. It's Capoch is probably walling this side because that's where he got found by the scout. So he's going to assume the wrong direction. Could be wrong.
Speaking of walling, look at the solution here from Sitaux. So I was thinking later on in the game, he's going to do this. And it's fairly simple. But he scouts it early. And he's going to see that woodline goes to the left. He barely caught a glimpse of that. And he can wall all the way to the edge there. Then just be really secure.
It's a really nice wall if he gets it down. Now, where will Capoch go with the scout? He sees the neutral golds.
Right. Yeah.
It might affect his pathing a little bit. If his scout goes back to the middle, like that, your opponent's there, because that's really weird redirect. But yeah, I think because Vietnamese don't spend any wood on your eco upgrades, you can actually greed with the walls like this. Because your barracks isn't delayed. Your eco's still kind of fragile, but your barracks isn't, and archer range or stable is not an issue anymore.
I like the fact that Sitaux is one-tapping all these walls, too. He wants to make sure the scout doesn't get in there.
Oh,
and he got some hits.
That's so painful. Sometimes it's the small things that tilt you, and if there is frustration after that first game or some disappointment, that right there, it's a feeling of like, I'm trying to scout, I'm trying to actively play the game. You sat at home and you benefited. Yep. It's like, oh, it's so frustrating.
And he got damaged by the boar earlier too.
Yeah.
So that adds to the damage that he's taken on the scout. Sitaux is there just on time with that villager to repair the wall. He's a feudal age scout now, so got to be a little bit careful. Sitaux doesn't build behind that. Capoch doesn't go through.
You almost want him to go through there because that scout's half HP. That Vil will win the fight. So it could have been some of that.
Okay, so let's assume Castle Age because they're basically walled here. There's very little likelihood that there's going to be any extensive damage.
How dare you? How dare you? As an Arabia enjoyer, how dare you imply none of this matters?
Who said I was an Arabia enjoyer?
No. I'm saying I'm the Arabia enjoyer. I'm
okay. No, when you say how dare you, you have to sound way more outraged. How dare you?
Well, I mean, I'm also of the opinion that some Arabia games are, full wall into adapt. So I was just joking, but
I wasn't chirping the game state. I was just saying I was going to ask you a question.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, go ahead.
So how do you counter cav archers from Vietnamese with Malians? Because I think that's probably what you should be playing into here, right?
I would play crossbow timing, fast ballistics.
Okay.
I think it's really dangerous actually to try and go cav archers here because normally against crossbows, other civs take some time, and you have that time to dance with the cav archers, let's say, but if they hit the crossbow timing with ballistics, you could have some real issues. But what Sitau's doing makes this more complicated. He's already on skirm. So that could mean skirm as a defense for the crossbows and then cav archers. So,
yep. I'd also feel like if I was Vietnamese and he's making scouts, I might be up faster than him.
Yeah. And then your eco upgrades are really good. I mean, you're definitely right here. I think that Sitaux is going to be really comfortable with the way this matchup goes, especially with the current comps. And Capoch is going to be wondering why the bracket had to put him up against a guy who would go spears and skirms 2 games in a row. He's like, who does this? I really wanted like my scout knight player to be against me.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe it's something that Sitaux realizes is really strong against Capoch.
Imagine going skirms in today, in 2025.
They did nerf them, but
what a meta break.
I think it's in a good spot, meta-wise. It's not nearly as bad as it was in a couple other tournaments.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen way more men-at-arms, infantry play, and more archer play than just into skirms, right? And scouts have actually been one of the least common openings.
Yep.
So far in this tournament, at least from what I've seen.
But yeah, I mean, Capoch in the previous game went super heavy army. And that's what he's going to try here. He's got more scouts. He will hope to snipe the spearmen and then snipe the skirms, but the micro has to be right. And then also, this is big investment, and he's no longer Persians, which can recover economically very nicely.
Wheelbarrow on the way in. It's nice tech with Vietnamese.
This is one of those things, like if you're missing 1 or 2 of these skirms or spears on either side, the whole thing falls flat. And they engage, they clear you, and it's over. But you have 4 spear, 3 skirm. You have enough time to adapt, see that they've invested more, and then fall back towards more army. It's really well played from Sitaux to get the ratios right. And it's just frustrating for Capoch because you're now delaying your castle age time on army that you want to have value, and it so far hasn't found it.
He should hide those skirms behind that rock.
Oh, that rock.
And wait for the archers.
You know,
to get close.
maybe a month.
They don't have an outline behind the rock, you know?
How long until Huang finds out that he can park a villager behind a rock like that and wait for the siege workshop?
I'm sure he's already done it unintentionally.
Listen, to anyone listening, please take that idea and try it. If you find a rock like that, okay, I don't care how many attempts. Dave and I would love to have that recorded game.
He'll make a whole hour-long YouTube video about a 2-second moment.
No, at least 20 minutes though. At least 20 minutes.
At least 20 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, where is Capoch going right now? He's being attacked, and I guess he's gone too far forward to turn back now.
This is good damage from, honestly, it's only skirms attacking farms, but this is like 5 idled farms from Capoch.
Yeah.
This delays the castle age so much. And now Sitaux needs to realize that there's an army coming in from the right side. It is a threatening army. He can definitely wall here. I'd love to see a market wall there instead of houses.
I'm laughing because Sitaux had preemptively house-walled every single area except for this area, and Capoch finds it.
For the one Capoch attacks.
Yeah. But Sitau's up.
Are coming back. Castle age on the way.
Yeah, good job to bring the army back now, I think. Simply just sitting behind the walls with a couple skirms could hold here, because you just need to pick off those archers. I don't foresee Capoch being able to do all that much with this army, and now he's committed. So he even goes for forging.
Back to the rock.
Okay.
You will show up on the mini-map as a dot, but they won't be able to see your outline if they walk right past you. So keep that in mind. You still got to be a little sneaky.
I also don't think that will spawn on normal Arabia. It's just a King of the Desert thing. There are some mega random versions that'll have that though.
Yeah.
So that could be
good.
good.
Rocks.
I would never in a million years be out in the field right now against that many scouts against Capoch. I would be sitting behind my walls.
Dude, you got to be either behind your walls or behind a rock to fight this, because
I think
there's a missing house there. Sitaux, okay, he gets it in time. Holy cow!
I mean, his micro's good enough where he's gonna have some confidence, but this is literally the moment of the game where you've got to be patient and keep your army alive. So
I mean, it looks like it's kind of working. He's buying time for his villagers. If he snipes all the archers, then the spears can go to work. And Capoch doesn't want to take the fight.
Yeah. It's micro difference, dude. I'm telling you, if it's not Capoch versus Sitaux, Capoch tries to engage there. But he has so much respect for the unit control of the player that's against him. He doesn't think he can engage. And I think it's worth the risk. There's only 4 spearmen. Okay, 5 spearmen, maybe not. But 12 scouts with forging surely was an option.
There's the 2 Castle Age eco upgrades right away. 2 extra town centers, and Sitaux feels like he can get away with adding an extra eco, and honestly, he can.
Yeah. I think Sitau's got a lot of confidence right now. He's got 1 win, which was a hard-fought victory, but now Capoch is super overinvested, and again, he's not Persians this time. The TCs don't work faster. The eco is way better for the Vietnamese, so really well played. Everywhere Capoch goes, he runs into double layer house wall or something, and now he'll have skirms just parked on his farms, delaying his eco even further.
I thought that was a hole for a second. Sitaux might have as well. Can't quite get in there. We do have scouts attacking on the left side, but it's cav archers for Sitaux, so it's a 3 TC cav archer play with Vietnamese.
This is really good.
This is going to be really, really tough for Capoch to deal with. Also, if he doesn't have map control, this is a 7 relic variety of this map.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I think we probably won't see a lot of relics for now just because of the prevalence of the scouts, but when you have this big of an eco lead, you're probably going to be on relics at a certain point. I mean, the cav archers aren't even a factor yet in these fights, and Capoch already has to loop back, deal with this trash army. Has to worry about this trash army. No bloodlines for the scouts either. An elite skirm will be in.
No knight coming out or anything either.
Yep.
So this army's just gonna get away. It's a forward siege workshop from Capoch. He only sent 1 villager for that.
If only he had stood behind the rock, he could have built it a little bit faster. That's a decent fight. The scouts find some good hits.
That's a good one.
How will the rest of this fight go, though? The spears need to be focused down. They've been focused down almost immediately. Now the skirms and the cav archers have to fall back from this hill. Not what Sitaux would have wanted.
Capoch. Really, really nice fight for Capoch. He finally finds himself in a situation where he can dive with the scouts, and he does. Against the cav archers of all things. And he's going to get that siege workshop up, and that's a really good position to push from. But we look at the eco disparity already. Right? Wheelbarrow, heavy plow, bow saw, 3 town centers. He's gonna have to do damage quickly.
I think with no ballistics right now, Sitaux is gonna struggle here because he didn't invest into both armor upgrades on the skirms. A lot of his skirms are weak. The cav archers can't necessarily get value. You should, every time you get ballistics with Malians, you should be forcing fights because it's so fast for you. It is possible at this stage, but it's unlikely the opponent will also have it. So,
University behind for Sitaux.
Yeah.
He realizes.
I don't think Capoch believes that this is as good as I'm thinking it could be for him. Hard to see the HP. Hard to know your opponent doesn't have ballistics yet. But great job, great decision to go essentially all in with the siege here from Capoch. Without that, he'd have no chance.
I think the crossbows being over here, you might be able to loop around with those cav archers and find hits on the mangonels, but I think he's nervous about ballistics at the moment.
Yeah.
It's just such a powerful timing, like you said.
You have to be patient here. You're not going to break Sitaux quickly, so I think taking down the archer range is the first thing. Just slowly take down the front of the buildings.
He needs to buy 4 or 5 minutes, because he's got a TC on stone right now. And he needs to buy time until he has that castle.
And
so
I think
no losing your mangonels for free.
Oh,
Exhibit A.
Exhibit A.
And then try and hold this this crossbow army in place with your skirms if you can.
I mean, realistically, we're at a point where maybe Sitaux doesn't need his cav archers back here. He could maybe consider a counterattack, but it's risky because it could be knights. The scouts could dive. And Capoch is running around with these scouts, trying to see what he's up to with them, moving a little weirdly with them.
Be careful.
But yeah, just take down the range. I mean, affect the production. Once the range is down, there's more space to attack the town center anyways, so it has dual purpose. I love this on the right side from Capoch.
Almost enough for a castle from Sitaux. And Sitaux is deleting the house, so he's thinking about leaving with these cav archers now.
Yeah, that's good.
Capoch does not have town watch. He won't be able to see that, but the scouts might be able to snag a glimpse.
Yes, I don't know why he put the scouts there, but they're actually going to give him the vision that the cav archers are going that way.
Might kill a cav archer or two as well. Nope, never mind. They're dead.
The range is down for Sitaux, but Sitaux can now counterattack. TC for Capoch is up already. So that's a really good town center. Protects the woodline and the stone.
This'll open up space for that castle more forward for Sitaux, though. There's 4 mangonels there, but he does have a stable if he wants to make a knight and try and push this back, or he could just win the mangonel wars.
Yeah, he needs to win the fights first with the siege, and he's doing it. I think Capoch reacting to the counterattack is kind of an issue. He did snipe villagers. He sniped 4 villagers on the right side with some vills.
Right. Yep.
Now the cav archers go out, and if they get the repair vill, could be nice. But he takes the mangonel. Now he'll drop the castle. Capoch is trying to stabilize and relocate his woodline, and Sitaux is using the time perfectly.
Is there a hole on the right side of Capoch's base?
I don't know, but I don't know if I like building this castle with so few vills. Oh, never mind. I think this is perfectly fine for Sitaux. Sitaux should be able to win the fight. And now everything's going to die for Capoch.
This is game winning right here. He has that second town center, but he's got pressure forward on his base. Even handcart coming in for Sitaux. There's no opportunities to push in castle age anymore for him.
You could just
long term, this isn't going to work out.
You could just tell Capoch was the second he had anything else to do, which was react to those cav archers, he wasn't able to focus on the micro. But it also comes back, Sitaux got such a big eco lead. Also went to stone really early compared to most games. It's just really good play from him.
All right, Capoch needs gigantic shots here.
He needs that tree. He needs that tree to fall over so the skirms can't leave.
Yep.
Yeah, well, he's not going to get that. And rats and archers now from Sitaux. Good decision. I like cav archers with Vietnamese, but rats and archers are very tanky and still mobile, and you have the castle, so why not? Now is a good time for relics if you're Sitaux.
Yep.
But there are a lot of houses and buildings around that would give Capoch vision.
Shout out to Sitaux. I know it's a full wall, but shout out to him for reading the map and recognizing what he could do so early.
Yeah,
with
agreed.
the full wall. Because that definitely like helped him get into this position big time. Capoch couldn't do anything in Feudal Age.
Well,
that's fine because you have a better eco in Feudal with Vietnamese.
And it was such a good opening. The only thing Capoch could think of is Capoch gets a kill there is full Feudal, essentially. Like that's the only thing. When he saw spears and skirms, that was his option, and that helped him get the lead in Castle Age. Capoch.
Not responding?
I mean, Capoch wanted a castle. Sitau's going for the siege. Heavy losses here. Capoch, if he has any advantages here, it's map control. So I don't know if that castle will necessarily work, but
guys, you're supposed to put the castle behind the rock.
But he is building a castle there, and Sitaux wants to as well. This is 2 games in a row where they both wanted to castle the same exact hill. At the same time as well, but very different situations here. Because
I love how their market things like line up too. Sitaux, Capoch, Sitaux, Capoch, Sitaux, Capoch, Sitaux, and they're all selling wood too. I've never seen that, dude. That's amazing.
At the same time,
they sync together, bro. They synced it up. Insane.
I want to know how frequently that happens now. I feel like that could be happening all the time.
I've never seen something like that. I've never seen anything like that, bro.
That's so funny.
And they were clicking one at a time. They weren't shift clicking. So that's they spaced their clicks perfectly in between one another.
This game is so freaking stupid, dude.
I know. I love it, though.
It's amazing. Like, yeah, it's stupid in a good way. Like, just these tiny details that you would never think are awesome. As we end up finding more and more.
Imp timing is really close too, surprisingly.
It is, and you do still have the university advantage of fast chemistry for fast bomber cannons, which is good to push castles. So there's a window.
Ratans can snipe bomber cannons. They have the pierce armor to tank the shots.
Yup. Yeah, and then not having access to bracer means these crossbows really do not give you a lot more value if you're Capoch. It's really the main issue for Capoch's Civ. It's like Imperial Age, one-sided, and one-sided on the cav, just like the Persians. You're not necessarily as strong with the range units anymore. I think
first relic coming in. So neither of them could grab them. There's 7, and I think Sitaux will know that because his scouting is pretty good.
Yep.
Through the center of the map anyway.
Outposting around the left side, outposting on the right side. Plenty of neutral golds on the left to focus on, and on the right. There's double the neutral golds. And the army count, the army type, everything. Just big lead for Sitaux. And he reaches Imp with 1,300 food to spend. And we'll get all the eco upgrade. Just in case this is another 2-hour game, he's going to grab crop rotation and 2-man saw.
I mean, it's like a casual 40 villager lead, right? Like,
yeah.
It's insane.
Do you think if this was game 1, he would get crop rotation right now? Or
no.
Is he... Okay, good.
He's thinking about last game,
good.
bro.
Because that's what I think. Rats and archers are going to loop to the right side, which is still an issue for Capoch. I mean, he's got a couple more houses coming up, I guess, here, but those Ratans can get some kills. And now the Trebs are going for the castle as well on the front. Or are they going for the mangonels right now? Which one is he going after? Okay. I mean, that works.
If you just go after the castle there, you can wait till bomber cannons come in. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Capoch calls the GG, he knows. Excellent gameplay from Sitaux. Capoch had himself a push, but by that point, he was just so far behind.
Yeah. I think it all comes back to Dark Age and Feudal Age. Sitaux just had a really good opening. Yep. It's tough. I think in Capoch's mind, he knew that if he didn't make a lot of army, that the spears and skirms would be rather awkward to deal with. But he did, in many ways, overproduce in feudal age for very little value.
And then he didn't take the fight.
And then he didn't take the fight.
He wanted.
Exactly. Yeah. I think you have forging and you have Sitaux dancing outside of his base like that. You got to try and take the fight. Now, would Sitaux have microed well? Yes. Would Sitaux have maybe tried to run back in his gate? Also, yes. But maybe there was a shot there. But it's just, yeah, Sitaux just was ahead, stayed ahead, played pretty clean. And yeah, now it's going to be rough for Capoch. Would have to win 3 straight. He is a fighter, so we'll see if he can start to maybe tire out Sitaux. Maybe that's the way to do it. Get another hour-long game that you win.
Yep. And
then do the same. We're here 3 hours later.
I'd love to see more than a 3-game set today.
Agreed.
Although this one would feel like a poor 3-0 for Capoch, right? Because like an unfair 3 almost after that first game.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's very different sweeps. So if this becomes a sweep, that first game still makes it a really competitive set for me. And
the Heart versus Hope 3-0 also did not feel like a straight up 3-0. Hope played some really good games there. It was a really good 3-0.
Okay, I didn't actually watch. Really I would have assumed it was stomps. I didn't watch those games.
No, Hope had the advantage at some point in a lot of those games, actually.
Was he like, how was he playing? Was he going forward?
His openings, no, he wasn't going forward. His openings were just super clean.
Okay.
It was like Men-at-Arms openings. It was just super clean. It was nice to see. I know you probably like that because you've played against him probably a ton.
Yeah, and he can be, I think he just struggles with consistency like anyone around that level, right? And I think, but still going up against Hart and playing meta is awesome because like, at least he went down feeling like he played his best. Sometimes you might feel like the only way to beat someone who's better than you is to do something different. But then it's like, then you get swept anyways. And then you're like, I didn't play my best Age of Empires.
It was always the same part. It was always the mid game where Hart started to pull ahead. Like he was ahead by 30 villagers in one game.
Yep.
Hart had the one TC all in him just to recover. Anyway, going into game 3 here. If you guys want to see good games, give that set a whirl. But other than that, we've got Sitaux playing as Lithuanians, Capoch playing as the Huns. And the Huns are one of the civs I think of when I think of Capoch.
Yes.
The craziness involved and just all-out aggression, military production, especially in Castle Age, different types of units, Cav Archers, Knights. So we'll see if he can get the job done here.
So Capoch this is going to be his 3rd game where he wants to go scouts and like Knights or Cav Archers or something, right? He definitely wants to play that meta. Is this now the 3rd game that Sitaux goes spears and skirms against
him? Skirm!
Actually, I think he has answered our question because I'm seeing villagers on the straggler tree. He might try an early drush here with early militia.
I think he's going to try the early... Why? Has he found the other woodlines? Yeah, he has. He's going to go for the barracks.
Remember, Huns can house wall. And also Huns start with less wood. So sometimes even having additional wood to build like palisades to quick wall could be rough. And dude, that wood line and the berries, if militia show up there and you don't have loom, could be really painful.
Now, what I want to see from Sitaux is I want to see this scout come... the Capoch might find this really early. He's scouting super early. Does he find this? A lot of times I want to see the scout go forward if you're going for this super fast rush to disguise the score, to let your opponent know that you're actually scouting, right?
Well, so here's the other part of that, though. If I see your scout in my base early with an insta-drush civ, I think, why are you scouting me right now? And you might be drushing.
Maybe.
So...
I mean, Capoch is going the wrong way, bro.
Yeah, that's just how this game works. For whatever reason, he's just now... He's down 2 games and he gets unlucky. He missed the barracks. He's gonna probably miss the board too. Watch. Yeah,
this is my Uber Eats driver, bro. When I'm really hungry,
he's at the wrong spot.
Yeah, can't see the pin. Doesn't read the instructions.
Oh, no.
Right into the town center. Right into the town center, probably.
I mean, there's nothing of value in the direction he's going right now. Unfortunately.
Nope. And here come the militia. And what is Sitaux see? Because the scouting also matters for him. Right?
Yeah.
He's got to find that wood.
It's also way harder to find stuff with the Huns because they don't have houses. So, yeah, the carpets on this generation help you, though. They give you a warning. He is looping to the direction that you would... he would
Capoch
need.
missed the barracks again? No, he's going to find it.
Okay, but
Bob.
this time,
Okay, what's the response?
the militia could be coming out now, right? That's not an abnormal timing. The only thing you've really missed is the lumber camp.
Uh-oh. Wood line. No loom. No loom. Horse is being suspicious.
He's thinking about it. Horse is being way too suspicious. You never go back. You never go back. You just got to walk by there. You just got to keep walking like you're scouting.
Dude, that was a throw by Sitaux. He needs to just whistle as he passes. Nothing to see here, dude.
Yeah. I mean, great job from Capoch. That part of that is probably informed decision making because he didn't see a lumber camp. Now, maybe he misses it, but there was a barracks. It is a vulnerable spot. So, good for him. What I do when I get rushed like this is I always add one more villager to my build. Because their eco is less efficient, they will be delayed. And this does still slow you down a little, right? Like taking berries is more awkward. Especially in this case, you don't have the deer. So I think he wanted 18 or 19 pop. No way of really knowing, but he's going to go 20 pop. And I think it's a really nice adaptation.
It's great to see the early drush getting some play, though.
Yeah, I agree.
It kind of got even less when you couldn't completely negate the food from attacking with militia. It's a little less prevalent, just minor change there, but it affected it, and I haven't seen it in a long time, honestly.
There are certain players who on the chicken versions of Arabia, which you don't have in this tournament, have taken that to an extreme. I think Dragonstar got 2,600 going like 8 to 10 militia in Dark Age. Like he would insta-drush with every civ if there was chickens. Every single one.
Oh, God.
And then, you know, he talks highly of it and suggests it to people.
Militia are going to be trapped in here.
Is that even good?
Bop, bing, bop.
I mean, maybe it's just cope for me, but like when I'm in Sitaux's position, I'm like, okay, good.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's
you
fine.
wasted wood on the gate. You still can't really get in there. The scout's coming over. It's got the hill if it wants to attack the hill, but it's still a Dark Age. He could also just like kill that lumber camp and he'd get value from that too.
And then also, you're going to take the berries and the militia are a problem eventually anyways. It's just the lumber camp efficiency is bad, which is the issue. And oh, Sitaux's being super annoying. He's getting some nice scout hits. He's got that little hill to sit in. Look, are these vills actually going to drop off wood properly at this lumber camp right now? Are they not just all going to bump into each other?
Shouldn't you just go fight those with the vills
yeah.
now?
Yeah,
you got
you
them
should.
trapped.
Just bring the vills you want to the lumber camp, never build any of that stuff, and just fight them off. Yeah.
Start it up, dude. Start it up. Yeah, no, don't do that.
No.
Start it up.
I mean, these militia must have been saying some really strong words, because they are terrifying. Yeah, I just don't love this.
Oh, come on, man.
The whole build, the whole build's a little scuffed. Now, Sitaux's build I haven't looked at. This is looking really clean, from my perspective. He's up quick. He'll have 2 lumber camps. He still has sheep. He will try and be wall, which I think he correctly recognizes he can do because that scout is a little bit weak now, which is a crazy play.
He's going forward, Capoch. He's going super forward.
And
Even the barracks is somewhat forward. He's pissed.
He's pissed. Dude, he's like, I am not
enough to throw hands back there, though. He should be attacking those with the villagers.
Yeah. I mean, he does not want to get 3-0'd with another hour-long game here. It's like, if I'm going to lose, we're going to make sure this is faster so I have more of my day.
Yeah.
And here we go. I mean, that's probably for a tower on the wood line, I would imagine.
Does Sitaux get cheeky and go for the men-at-arms upgrade here?
Not with 2.
Once he sees forward?
I think the benefit of the trap is it does stop the player from the follow-up man-at-arms play, because sometimes you'll see
the scouts as well. Like, he's got the scout there as well at half HP. Doesn't really have the reds to get the upgrade, though.
I feel like with how this day has gone for Capoch, the militia and the scout are going to kill something at some point.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. He should take care of those right now.
Okay, there's the tower, which Sitaux will never expect. It's actually not that big a deal, though, because he has 2 lumber camps. And he is walled. And he will be making an archer for now. And Capoch's base is looking pretty open right now. Because it is. Because he went for the small walls here. Which he felt he had to do.
The archer there, finally. Right as he's about to forge through this. The archer's coming in.
So patrol on no attack stance now, Sitaux. So the archer has to stay there a little bit longer. Come on. Well, I think the tower went up, so he's reacting to that. But yeah, I would suggest if this ever happens, just patrol your units on no attack, and then the archer volleys will be missing, and the units will be stuck there for a little bit longer.
So what does Capoch do with these villagers that are forward? Because he's not making the range there. The range is at home. Finally deals with those militia.
I think
Hunt and going back.
I think he's also gonna just figure that one out. I don't think he knows. I think the main issue I'm seeing is that he can't defensive tower now.
No.
Like, his base is wide open. He doesn't know where his opponent's gonna go. His tower isn't denying much. And now, like, if he moves out, he could be exposed for a counter raid. So maybe he just chills at home. I don't know.
Fully walled versus not walled at all.
Can I take this moment to brag about a very tiny moment? Or would you prefer? Or would you prefer I not? Okay.
No, go on. Go on.
So on the topic,
we're running out of time.
On the topic of the no attack patrol thing, right? I recently hit 2K5 for the first time. All right, and I was against Daniel, who you know is the sweatiest. And at one point, he was chasing my army with no ballistics, and I had 3 skirms versus 15, no attack patrolling on the side of the map, and he stood there for like a whole 10 seconds. And I have been feasting on that moment mentally for the week. It's so satisfying, so good. But yeah, this has been a fun series, Dave. This is about to end.
It hasn't been very fun for Capoch.
This is bad. That forward tower is looking pretty rough right now.
Fletching is in too. Yeah, Fletching is in as well. And where are the archers from Capoch? Nobody knows.
Well, they were in the TC. Okay.
All right. I thought they were forward or something. I didn't see him in the base.
Yeah.
He did. Oh my God, Sitaux coming in and sniping that villager with the scout is just. Oh.
He said for the militia and then bop. I feel for Capoch, but this is how it goes, right? Like, the first game can be competitive. The next game, not quite as competitive. Third game, a stomp. It happens so much. Sitaux is just so confident right now. And
Did you tell your fiance you got 2K5?
I did. She was actually very excited. I didn't tell her because I was
hidden scouts.
4 scouts. Yeah. So she was proud. And then she's still convinced. She keeps telling me that I should make Red Bull. She's like, you should play. Like, she's more excited for me to potentially play in something than cast because I cast all the time. And I try and explain to her how not possible that is. She doesn't get it. She's blinded by love, I guess. I'm like, you don't understand. Yeah. 2 villagers down now. I mean, we've been here before. Capoch spending a lot of his food on scouts to try and compete for the map.
The spear control is just so good from Sitaux at all times. He keeps him at such a perfect, respectful distance from this fight.
Yep. Backs
and
away.
Capoch needs to keep backing away with the scouts, and while he does that, Sitaux just picks away at these archers. There goes another one. There goes another one. Spears are coming in. There's still 2 spearmen here, and it's tough for Capoch to get the snipes he needs on those units. Now, Sitau's going to lose his army, but he kills all of the archers while doing so.
Yep. And the only thing left is going to be scouts, which get no value against walls.
I don't like the fact he's streaming these units forward, but I guess it's going to work out because he has more spears behind.
Yeah, Spears got some good hits there. And the nice thing is he can always fall back or move forward with the skirms and spears pretty quickly here. And gets some really nice hits with those spears. Yeah, Capoch's army. I mean, he'll try, but it's just not more spears and skirms.
Yep.
He's going to be seeing spears and skirms in his nightmares tonight. Painful. But he'll try. He'll get forging. Try and fight this back with a little bit more power. Same thing, though. If you're going to do this, at a certain point, you need to fight in feudal. You can't allow this to go to Castle Age now.
Yep.
The tower.
I can't believe she wants you to play Red Bull, dude. That's crazy. It's like... it's like a kid saying they're interested in space and you should tell them they should be an astronaut.
Whoa. I wanted you to agree with me.
I love planets and stuff.
I wanted you to agree with me. I didn't want you to agree with me that much.
There's a hole.
What?
There's a hole in Sitau's wall.
Okay, scouts are in. Is there hope? Is there actually hope? No, not hope for that. All right, we know. Stop saying it. We understand. I'm a caster, but yeah, scouts make it through. And dude, this just changes the game. He got forging, which would have got no value.
I don't love this fight though. I don't love this fight. He loses a villager, maybe 2.
Well,
not worth.
I mean, he still killed 3 villagers. Sitau's eco is in complete shambles. I guess Sitaux is on the way to Castle Age, but that was at least something. Something of positive. Yep. I find it funny that Sitaux, I think, just noticed those vills were on a lumber camp there. They were just chilling back there.
That's true.
So his defensive tower just denies the wood line now.
So unintentional. Oh man,
but
this
yeah,
army is still dangerous though. With the scouts gone now, there's no threat to this.
Like obviously the scene is too good for me to ever qualify for it, but I would just want to make any LAN just for the potential to like cast the first series, and then I do this epic intro for the next series as we pass it off to the next casting team, and I just put my headset down and walk over to the desk. I don't care if I lose every single game as a player and get completely schooled. That 60-second clip is everything to me. That would be so
that'd
good.
Be sick. Yeah.
But, you know.
I mean, you have more of a chance of it than I do, unless there's like a in-person Nations Cup and one of the Canadian players gets injured. Sub in for Nomad or something, some finger strain or something.
or if Canada's up 3-0, you know, and they want to bring you in.
David.
Yeah. I don't know, but we can all dream. I think it's important that we have dreams, even if dreams are not likely in life. Yeah, right now, Capoch's dream is that he'll see Castle Age again, and I don't know if that will happen. But just so smooth from Sitaux. Obviously, the hole in the wall was a little bit of an issue, but so far ahead, has a big enough army that it's actually uncertain to me if Capoch could win this fight. We'll see.
He's got the archers. I think he can win this. Bodcanero's coming in with the skirms. Those villagers just got home to find a spot on this wood line.
Now there's an army here.
They've been through some shit, dude.
There is an archer in that group, so Sitau's skirms are not moving faster anymore. They're moving at the speed of the archer. This is a tiny detail. Not that that's mattered at all. You're right, though. His spear micro is just crazy.
It's not. It looks simple, but it's not an easy thing to do, especially when you're managing other things. Right?
Yeah.
To keep them at the perfect distance at all times, and you can see him. He floated a little bit too far, but immediately pulls them back.
And he always goes in close enough where you think you can fire with the archers, and then the second you do,
it's so good.
He's onto your archers with the skirms. Yeah, I just did it again.
It's not sexy, but it's like it's so effective, bro. And he's amazing at it.
Yeah. I mean, we had, what, 1 kill for Capoch here? Sitau's whole army's still alive?
Now Capoch is just fed up. He's just going to take the fight. The spearmen are still alive here. They get so much value against those scouts. He does manage to clear this. A couple villagers died trying to build that tower. All of the archers basically go down. And now you got an opponent that's sending cav archers into your base again.
Yeah.
And you're in feudal age.
So you clear it at what cost? You invest everything, and you're still gonna die.
Yeah.
I love the Cav Archer follow-up, but it's interesting. I would always think, if I were to describe how do you get to Cav Archers in an Arabia game, I would say scouts, like some archers, then Cav Archers. But for Sitaux, it's spears and skirms, then, you know, spears and skirms, I guess, and then Cav Archers. It's been an interesting approach. I don't know if that's just what he likes to do. I don't know if that's a style thing. He thinks it's really good against the civs or the player here, but it's worked well.
I think also just like the excellent control, like we've been talking about with the spears and the skirms, opens a lot of doors for these builds for him, right?
Yeah.
As a normal player would probably get overwhelmed by this scout archer play.
Yeah.
And he's just not.
Yeah. Yeah, Scout Archer's typically always been seen as better, but Spear Skirm has seen a rise the last couple years. MBLs felt vindicated because everyone would clown on them for all the Spears and Skirms for years, and now everyone's joined him. But
I mean, they're still not making 11 spears.
with your Jaras. With your Jaras. Still remember. Dude, the amount of times we've seen MVL make double-digit spears with a civ that doesn't get pikes.
Adding that second barracks in Castle Age with Turks. It's like, okay, buddy.
Yeah, 2 TCs for Sitaux and probably a third as well. Yeah, Capoch probably a little dejected right now. I think he's planning on Cav Archers too, which is always good, but 90 seconds from Castle Age is rough.
I mean, if you're going into Cav Archers, you can pull these exposed vills off the farms at least.
Yeah, get him to a tower.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, this is rough. Now, here's the question. Where are the chances greater? Me qualifying for Red Bull or Capoch winning this game? Keep in mind who you will have to cast Red Bull with sometimes before you answer this question.
Listen, this is difficult for
we
me
will be at a LAN.
You bought me Blue Jays tickets, bro. I don't know what you want me to say.
No.
No, it's
Forget
you qualifying for sure. Because Capoch is against Sitaux. Capoch is in.
Okay, all right, I'll take that. Yeah, I was sweating a little bit.
Yeah.
I hate to be in this position because I've just been there. It means a lot to you. You wanna fight. You wanna try. We could see he's so well and clearly dead, but within his rights to give it a shot, of course. If any civ can come back with CA, I guess it would be the Huns.
This is thinking about how we would cast this game at Red Bull, though. Those are the most difficult casting moments for me. When we have a game like this,
oh,
it's
at
just
a LAN,
totally over at a LAN, and you got to stay locked, and it's like, God.
I feel like I've gotten really bad with that too. Like in the past, I think I would sugarcoat things a little bit more, but yeah, I think I'm actually the one now that would be more willing to just be like, "Yep, we don't know what to say. This is over," you know. Which I probably need to fight.
Well, you know my technique is just to start up a random conversation about something else.
Yeah, exactly.
To keep people interested, right?
Exactly.
And hopefully we can do that here because it doesn't look like Capoch is going to give up anytime soon.
Well, we'll see. He's got the counterattack here. Elite Skirm isn't in yet for Sitaux, so I'll say this. Capoch has found like the area where he could potentially do damage. Everything else is locked down. Sitaux's dropping a tower even. But I think he's doing that because he knows he can.
He loves those woodlines with like 40 villagers on it.
Seriously.
Had it the first game as well, yeah. It's oversaturated here. Capoch, though, like you said, this is the only place he can really do anything. The Cav Archers are coming forward in the center, unfortunately running into the Cav Archers from Sitaux. I think Ballistics would go incredibly hard here for Sitaux, and he's adding the University now. Yeah,
Ballistics, armor on the skirms as well. He's got a lot of food eco, so that's all doable. Nice fight back from Capoch. I gotta say, he's done way more here than I expected. Sitaux maybe got a little too overconfident with his position here. Losing some vills on the left, losing some army in the middle. And like you said, doesn't need the farms right now for mass Cav Archers, so it's not an issue in the back.
So if Capoch wins this game, you're basically going to Red Bull now.
Yeah, I guess I gotta try.
That's sick, dude. Yeah, you should cast the hell out of this game, bro.
I think my only chance would be is if I somehow found like a cheese that would lose me a lot of respect. Like I think the players would hate me. Like some Phosphoru Lancer shenanigans or something, I don't know. Ballistics 10 seconds off.
Dude, the way you said that, for whatever reason, I got a mental image of you like eating just out of a jar of cheese with. I don't know why. I think I gotta find a cheese that'll lose.
Not a common food choice.
I would never look at you the same way. Dude.
Not a common thing for me. You can remove that from your mental image.
I hate cheese whiz.
Do they still sell that? They probably do.
I'm sure they do.
I don't. How many of our viewers even know what that is? I doubt most of the audience knows what that is. It's like a fake cheese paste, basically.
It doesn't even deserve to be called paste, bro. It's goop.
Yeah, goop. Goop is more like it.
It's goop.
Can we, like, seriously, what is happening where Sitaux will always progressively chop further and further into the middle?
I don't get it. And he saturates his wood lines like crazy.
Yeah.
And the only thing stopping him from taking that wood line is one puny little watchtower.
Tower, yeah. I mean, he's got, I guess that other tower has paid off in some ways for Capoch. He does have wood on the left. Yeah, but guard tower upgrade would completely shut down a siege push, which is what Capoch will try.
I mean, just even ballistics. Like, ballistics is in now for Sitaux. Just even another archery range, right?
Big
Finish
shot?
the other one.
No big shot.
Made me panic. Finish the 97% one before you start building a new archery range.
He's a little scattered right now, but I think his position's so good that it should be okay. And Capoch, this is why he fights, guys. This is why he fights. It's been impressive. Who cares? There's 4 relics for Sitaux and 40 villager lead. Capoch fighting for his tournament life here, reminding people what he's about. I cannot wait. I mean, Sitau's going to place another lumber camp.
Guys, if he wins this,
it would be a throw of epic proportions.
If he wins this, then both of us have to buy a jar of Cheese Whiz and finish the entire thing.
I'm not saying yes to that deal, dude. I didn't even like that when I was like 6. I'm not so sure we'd survive.
Dude, you're scared, bro.
I'm very scared.
You're never gonna make it to Red Bull like this.
Skirms? Mangonel? Is Sitaux looking? Looks like he is. He microed it. I don't think Capoch was looking, so Mangonel will fire now, and it doesn't do anything.
Listen, get a castle up, finish the archer range, and then click hill forts, and Capoch literally can't do anything.
True. That's a big upgrade here. I think he might go for an aggressive castle on a wood line at this rate. Micro from Sitau's been better.
What are we doing?
And luckily, he's up 2-0 here with a massive villager lead.
Castle in the center.
There is not a Mangonel coming out of that siege workshop, luckily for him. Because if there was, we could have an interesting moment. He's also bringing all of his army. He's also on the way to
Imp!
Yeah. And
Capoch
also
making a Mangonel, but too late.
The towers in his base kind of protect from these cab archers in the siege anyways, so.
Very good. I mean, credit to Capoch for making something happen in this game, right?
Well, it's just 2 straight games where he just got destroyed in feudal, basically. So if the approach there could have been competitive with Sitaux, I mean, here he's 30 vills behind and he makes it a game. Imagine if it's only 10. It could have worked really well.
Hill forts, Sitaux, hill forts. Don't make latest.
Oh, he has 4 relics, though. He's in the trap where he feels like he has to make latest because he has 4 relics. I would probably do the same thing. Towers are getting a lot of kills here. So Capoch still trying to push. His other cab archers go down, which means Sitaux can build another castle there. And yeah, Imp is still 90 seconds away. His ecos is kind of in ruins here, Sitaux, but he does still have a pretty big army here.
How much idle time has he had? 2 hours and 30 minutes! Holy cow, dude.
Yeah, and like the latest have extra attack, but they still die to the cab archers. So it's still a deadly composition for Capoch. It's still dangerous. Still really risky to take engagements.
This is who Capoch is as a player.
Yeah.
This is 100% who he is.
But
he never gives up.
And this is why he's so successful too, right? Like
in tournaments.
Exactly. Like here's an example. He's gonna get swept, but there are moments in games that can define the direction it goes, and this fight is why he's still hanging around for as long as he's been a player. And it's cool to see. You love to see there be reward. Yeah, nice shots.
But he's going to lose this, and at the exact time, Imp is going to come in.
Yeah, and GG will be called.
At the exact moment he loses the Mangonels. Yeah, that is just perfect timing. Sitaux wins that one. 3-0 against Capoch. We were talking about it before. It doesn't feel like Capoch deserved a 3-0 after this set, especially from the first game, but Sitaux is that good.
Yeah, it was a 2-hour 3-0, and we've had like 40-minute 3-0s. So
yes.
Well played to Sitaux. He'll be very happy. with that result and that he'll be moving on. We are both very happy we don't have to eat a whole thing of Cheese Whiz, I think. So
We're never going to stay by that anyway.
I didn't have the guts to say I would. But yeah, I think Sitaux will be... I'm very interested to watch his next series because, I mean, in this game, he had a massive lead. He struggled to finish it, which maybe is just because he knew he could do whatever. But also his style was so distinct with his openings, the spear skirm thing. I want to know if that's something he'll do every time, which we'll find out next time we watch him play. But that's the first time I've seen someone doing that.